Well, Jim, we've been in Arnhem for 3 days, so what do you think we should do?
I think we should do what the General did and return to...
Well, actually turn up at Divisional
Oh,
headquarters.
yeah, just appear at Divisional headquarters.
And this is it. This is the Hartenstein Hotel. Villa Hartenstein in the beautiful parklands. Hartenstein, it means it's a deer park. It means the stone of the deer. And there is a deer park over there. There are deer over there. They've decided not to put in an appearance for us. But we thought we'd go in the museum. Thing is, though, we're not allowed big, bulky camera stuff in the museum. We're allowed to shoot it on phones. So if you notice a slight change in the quality of your image, then you're really picky and you're watching it on YouTube on your phone on the bog anyway. Who are you? Who are you people?
Yeah, come on.
Let us know, like and subscribe by commenting. Tell us who you are. Who are you people? But the point is...
They make us do this.
They make us do this and we don't like it. But basically, we're going to shoot this stuff on phones because there's other people in the museum and because we've kind of been a bit on the hoof, which has been part of the fun of coming to Arnhem.
But I think the big point is you just don't come to here, to Arnhem at all without going to Hartenstein. And you don't go to Hartenstein without actually looking around the museum, which is one of the best museums there is.
It's absolutely tremendous. And it got a real recent reboot in recent years with an incredible thing that we're standing on top of, in fact. But this is the centre of the perimeter.
Yes.
In the end, Roy Urquhart creates a defensive perimeter, or evolves a defensive perimeter around his headquarters, which is kind of the sum total of his decision-making in the battle. But the decision you can make is to join us now as we go into the museum itself.
Yeah.
But as we'll say later, to come here, buy a ticket, because it's amazing. Let's go, Jim. Enter through the gift shop.
So there's the Pegasus flag flying outside.
Yep.
But we're in the Hartenstein.
This is the Hartenstein Hotel, the Hartenstein Villa Hartenstein.
Yeah, and anyone who's doing the Arnhem Battlefield Tour, you have to come here.
You have to come here. And this is where, once Divisional Headquarters moved from off the landing zone, where it first set up temporarily, in Roy Urquhart's absence, it came here, set up here. And this is where Pip Hicks is running the division from, because he's been bumped up to the top job in the absence of Gerald Lathbury and Roy Urquhart. And do
you need a massive great house which is sort of sat on its own in a big park saying, destroy me?
I think when you drive through here, because that's the Utrechtweg, that's the main road into Arnhem. It's the main off the drop zones, off the landing zones. You know, before you actually get into Arnhem itself, this is kind of like clearly irresistible to staff officers. Right?
We're not like the First World War, staying in chateau.
No, but we're going to pick a very nice hotel, actually. But basically, so in here, it's in here that Hackett and Hicks have their terrible row.
Bust up,
on the, like sort of midnight, 1 o'clock on the Tuesday morning.
Yeah.
And when Hackett says when he gets here, it's very much the atmosphere of an exercise. There's maps out, and it's all very like sort of gentle hubbub of people talking about what's going on.
Not a sense of kind of desperate urgency.
Not a sense of desperate urgency. It may just be that that's because Pip Hicks is super experienced and wants things running cool rather than wants to have a big fight. But basically, it gets bad quite quickly. There's a great moment when Padre Pear is going down the stairs on his way to bury Major General Cussin. He's been told to go bury Cussin. As he comes down the stairs, Urquhart comes back up them, having reappeared from his sojourn in his loft. Right. And basically he says there's a massive wave of confidence. The general's back.
Yeah,
everything's going to be fine. Carry on, chaps, right? And that's 8 o'clock, 8:30 in the morning, something like that. Once Urquhart's driven back from or 7:30. I mean, the other thing is, you know as well as I do, timings none of the timings match up.
No, they never do.
They never do.
Well, it's because people just aren't looking at their watches.
Yeah, why would they?
Why would they?
They're in but basically what then happens is they have to go down. They have to go underground because it's just too dangerous.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Because the Germans.
But there are cellars here, aren't there?
There are cellars here. And the Germans have zeroed their mortars in, and this is being mortared. And the tennis courts, which are over there.
It stays intact, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's not smashed up too badly. The tennis courts are over there. There's that's where they keep the German prisoners of war, and because there's a provost section that they bring their own military policemen with them, 1st Airborne Division.
Amazing, isn't it?
Who are directing traffic and everything, and then they're looking after the prisoners of war. And the Germans are given entrenching tools and allowed to dig into the tennis courts to protect themselves from the mortaring.
Absolutely amazing.
But this is it's beautiful.
So who's this? Is that Lathbury?
That's John Woody.
That's John Woody?
It's John Woody.
Oh, amazing.
And we were at the Tafelberg, and he was, as it says here, he was operated on the billiard table in the Tafelberg after being shot in the stomach up in the woods.
Yes, he looked a bit different when I knew him. The
And
most
he-
amazing walnut face.
Really?
He was absolutely, I mean, you know, he was in his early 90s, I suppose, or late 80s when I knew him. His whole face was just
He was
totally
100.
crazy.
He was 100 when he died.
Yeah, he was an amazing man.
Yeah.
Oh my God, a lot of medals here.
Yeah.
But it's worth seeing them all, isn't it? Because and that's just beautifully done, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's quite something. Dutch guy. Kyle's got quite a lot. Amazing.
Right, and then we should go downstairs now.
Okay, let's go
Follow
downstairs.
me.
Come on.
Like and subscribe.
So this is the diorama
Yeah.
of Urquhart's sort of command post down below.
Yeah.
It's really good, isn't it?
It's very well done. It's very nicely presented. There's a signaller on the radio here.
Yeah. And mannequins have really come on.
They really have. I mean, I think it's interesting though, because in a way this kind of illustrates perhaps Urquhart's dilemma is that he doesn't really have a division anymore. By the time he's in the cellar looking at maps, he doesn't really have a division anymore. You know, his rifle battalions are all gone.
Yeah.
It becomes the airborne battle, so it's everyone else is doing a lot of the fighting.
Yeah.
You know, your recce squadron, your independent company, or your pathfinders, your KOSB in the north, and all he can really do is tidy his lines as the battle runs. He's got not any offensive decisions to make. I wonder if they're all meant to be people. Let's just have a look at the.
They're specific people.
Yes,
They are.
they are.
Okay, so who have we got? Obviously Urquhart in the middle.
Roy Urquhart is number 1 in the middle.
Yep.
Number 2 is Lieutenant Colonel Mackenzie. So that's so sat down. That's Charles Mackenzie, who's his chief of staff.
Yeah.
Who's a small, neat Scot with a brilliant mind.
He looks neat. He looks neat.
That's what, and he basically has to run things when in Urquhart's absence, and it's him that decides who's in charge and all that, and him suggesting to Hicks courses of action and all this sort of stuff. And
Who else have we got?
Who else have we got? Number 3 is a Royal Corps of Signals guy. So those are the only names named. But I think it's good. You're right.
It's really good.
Mannequins are tremendous nowadays.
Yeah, they really are. Well, these two particularly, they look good.
Let me open the door for you. Please stay back. The door opens towards you.
Isn't that tremendous?
I'm a big fan of theme park queue management, and this takes the biscuit.
Here we go.
Here we go into the Horsa.
After Arnhem!
After Arnhem!
Incredible.
Absolutely brilliant.
Hold tight, chaps!
Well, this is very, very well done. Oh, just cast off.
Looks like quite a steep.
I'm not enjoying this.
Brace yourself for landing!
Go, Jim.
Go! Hurry up, the lazy bum!
Look at that! Look at it!
Look at the parachutes coming down though, James. Look.
Yeah. Look at that. What ankle! That's absolutely tremendous,
This is
isn't it?
very well done.
Slightly too much, I got no grip!
Oh, wow! I'd forgotten about this. I've got to say, Al, it's very effective having the figures running
It's
across
clever,
like
isn't
that.
it?
It's in Paris in here.
Yeah.
Spang.
The sound design's really good as well.
Here we are, back at the Hartenstein.
Yeah.
Right?
This is good. This is the guns at the church, look.
Yes, it's raining, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I don't know.
Oh, pretty good, isn't it?
Well, those things can be corny or hokey, but I think that it was neither.
It's a sport, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It gives you a sort of sense of it.
Yeah. I do recommend this museum, by the way.
Yeah.
Because there's not just this, there's stuff upstairs, artifacts and stuff upstairs. Which
We're going to go and look at that now.
Yeah.
All right.
Especially the wallpaper.
Yes.
Right, now we're upstairs in the Hartenstein, surrounded by amazing artifacts, uniforms, helmets,
Yep.
bits of aircraft, the preposterous Nebelwerfer around there that fortunately hasn't gone off. But if you want to see the stuff at the Hartenstein Hotel Museum, you're going to have to come here. You're going to have to buy a ticket, maybe even join, become a patron, a member, because this is a fantastic museum. It's the archive, it's a resource as well. But we want to show
It's
you,
not just a museum, is
it's
it?
not just a museum. We want to show you one thing that we think is super cool.
Yeah.
And this is, well, Jim, you take us through it, Jim.
Well, it's reassuring to know that people didn't know how to put their apostrophes even back in the 1940s. But this was found on a bit of wallpaper in one of the rooms near the bridge, wasn't it?
Number 34, Petersbergsweg, Oosterbeek. And this is a
Oosterbeek.
This is 21st independent company.
Yep.
And it's Private Anthony Crane, who's a sniper, and Private Frederick Hocking, who were keeping score on the piece of wallpaper in the house.
And there it is.
And there it is.
So 21st nothing, 22nd nothing, 23rd nothing, and then 24th they got 6.
Yeah.
25th of September, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
And it says never surrender, excuse my French, fuck the Jerrys. 1st Airborne Division.
Yeah, it's just the most amazing artifact. And like we said, buy a ticket, come to the museum. That's all that Walking the Ground can show you from inside. Like and subscribe. They make me do this, I hate it.
It is the most amazing thing, isn't it? It really is.
It's very good, isn't it?
Brilliant.
Very
It's
strong.
absolutely brilliant.
Right.
And actually, a nice number of artefacts outside, not least this 17-pounder.
Oh, yeah. But the thing is, right, and there's spang on this, which is tremendous.
Yeah, look at that.
Look,
Yeah.
probably been mortared.
Yeah.
Or left out and corroded, but that's not the thing about these guns, right? They're huge. You've got to bring them in a Hamel car. You need a proper gun tractor to bring them in, which, you know.
You know what a fan I am of the 17-pounder.
Yeah. But the thing is because you're bringing everything by glider, everything is an opportunity cost.
Yes.
The Hamel cars are huge, can bring in tons of supplies. And in fact, they bring 3 Hamel cars in on day 1, which have just got supplies in them, tons and tons of supplies. Although the LZ's under fire, so they only recover stuff from 2.
Right.
But every single one of these 17-pounders is an opportunity cost in terms of your heavy lift.
Well, yeah, now think how much a 17-pounder weighs. It's several tons, isn't it?
Yeah, 7 tons or something.
Something like that. Yeah. And then, that's, whatever it is, that's 5-7 tons that you can't spend on mortar rounds.
But also, what you can't do with this isn't easy to manhandle. It's too heavy. 6-pounder is you can manhandle. You've got the discarding sabot round. You can deal with anything the Germans have to offer. And at the Baskerville,
Of course, they have got a discarding sabot by now.
Yeah. Although the Airborne guys don't like it.
Oh, okay, why?
They complain about it in the
different.
Well, they can't. They say they can't read the fall of shot, and which suggests that maybe they haven't trained that extensively on it.
No, possibly not.
And the good thing about discarding sabot, of course, is it's lighter.
Yeah.
So you can bring more of it, right?
Yeah. For those who don't know, discarding sabot, you have a shell, and as it fires out, the outer bit disappears off. So you've got a smaller
Tungsten
core missile, which can then go faster. So instead of firing at 3,000 feet per second, you're firing at 4,000 feet per second.
But the point is, one of these 17-pounders they bring here is only fired twice.
Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it?
Right? Because after all, and we've seen it everywhere we've been, the encounters are all pretty short range. It's a tank coming around a corner.
Yeah.
It's someone cresting a hill. You can wait till they're close.
Yeah.
These are good for dealing with German armour a mile away, and there never really is a moment in this battle where that's going to happen.
No. The advantage they bring is not so great that it's making your £6 redundant. The £6 is still the king of the battlefield and something that's close quarters resistant if you're an airborne division.
Why have they brought it with them? Because they're expecting German armour.
Yeah.
Which peels us back to the great, hairy, hoary old Arnhem myth that there were tanks here that they didn't know about.
Yes, yes, yes. If they didn't, why have they got 17-pounders? Yeah.
Anyway.
Are we going to continue our route around the Oosterbeek perimeter?
The rest of the perimeter. Although what's striking here is basically you are right in the middle here, and the schooner's over there, the border regiment positions are over there.
It's not half a mile,
there's
is it?
nothing to it.
It's like
There's
a quarter of a
nothing
mile.
to it. Yeah. Shocking. Right.
Onwards.